creature's corpse will serve us well.
I look forward to seeing your marksmanship.
Skeletons, Master!
Holy attacks will serve us well. These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
The monster seems to have dropped something.
My aim is a well-aimed strike, right where it hurts. Consider me your bulwark.
A meager challenge if I ever saw one. This'll be over in moments.
Indeed, you are correct. Curative magics have the opposite effect on reanimated dead.
Tis an irony. One that can work in our favour.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement. To them, quick! I've got you. Use this chance to recover. What could yon chest be hiding? I must know.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
What has become of the world? Would that there was someone who could explain this madness.
Come to think of it, did not Sir Atheus speak of releasing the world from its bond?
No longer do I feel the probing gaze of the Watching One. Is this your doing, newest of the Arisen? I am he who brought the dragon low, and o'er its bones raised the proud kingdom of vermin. Despite the magnitude of my feat, I was dissatisfied and sought ere greater heights, till at last I ruled the world entire. Thus did I come to know of the Watching One, the being by whose many eyes and ears no one or thing in this world goes unobserved. As to the purpose with which they watch, I know not. Yet I did divine one thing. This world has lain neath the Watching One's unwavering gaze ere the dawn of its history. I despaired at this discovery, for if all is but a stage, did that not render my hard-won glories, my throne astride the world, mere spectacles for the all-seeing eye to watch? Aye, 'twas all a farce, and I the fool, exulting in my wooden crown. Do you understand, newest of the Arisen? This is why I sought to fell the Watching One. Alas, though I cut down all who seemed false, be they man or woman, human or beastly, young or old, I did not succeed. Indeed, my efforts led only to my own ruin. I was dubbed the Mad Sovereign, and by the hand of a new Arisen, consigned to this place forevermore. Yet, I can only assume that you have achieved what I could not. How else to explain the changes I sense in the world? Ah, what bitter gall that I cannot witness the outcome for myself. Falter not, newest of the Arisen. For your path is just, and fading spirit though I am, I may yet summon those who can be of aid to you.
I see you have returned, Arisen One. The Mad Sovereign has called, and so we answer. If you would save the people of this world from ruin, lead them here. For this place may chance to escape the coming destruction.
Making this a place of refuge is a splendid idea. It is safe, and apt to become quite cheerful once a crowd settles in.
Indeed, you are correct. There is a rumor whispered among pawns that I've oft pondered. The gist of it is, when pawns travel beyond the rift, we can contract a peculiar illness that imperils the lives of those around us. At first, we are only restless and excitable. But in time, we become so unruly that even the Arisen holds no sway over us.
Can that really be true? I don't like the sound of it at all.
Your pawn is nowhere to be seen, Master. But where would a pawn possibly go, leaving their own master behind?
Perhaps this, too, is Lord Phases' doing. We ought to go and speak with him at the Forbidden Magic Research Lab. took nary a moment. Now that we're here, what did you have in mind, Arisen?
Violence will avail you not, and merely grant me passing sport. A test of tenacity. This no longer. I'd have some sport. But you have proven yourself wanting. Farewell.
This outcome has left me with much to ponder. Extraordinary, is it not? We need only hop on, and we'll be transported somewhere new.
I dare say there'd be no harm in using this.
I'm unsure how best to proceed.
I do not understand. What has befallen our world?
Who would wish for such a calamity?
Just tell me what you need, and I'll see it done. Come again when you've more coin to...
How can I get this color to come out brighter?
I trust we've all inspected our equipment.
Off we go then.
Our research should save the world entire.
I only pray my watch finishes without incident.
Here I might reflect on my affairs in peace.
Your pawn is nowhere to be seen, Master. But where would a pawn possibly go, leaving their own master behind?
Perhaps this, too, is Lord Phasus' doing. We ought to go and speak with him at the Forbidden Magic...
I'm not sure I can be of aid.
Ah, Arisen. You yet live. I suspected as much, given that your pawn still remains. One might hypothesize that your pawn is sustained by your vital essence. Or perhaps something more. In any case, we ought to apprise one another of the situation. Is there aught you would know? Ah, yes. I trust it has not escaped your notice that the end of days is upon us. After you vanished, together with the Red Dragon, the seas rose to swallow the skies. 'Twas perhaps a month from that evil day when a new calamity befell us. A host of dragons descended from the skies and fell upon the land with fang and claw. Luz the Oracle called upon me ere you arrived. As she tells it, Melve and its environs have already fallen prey to the beasts. 'Tis surely only a matter of time before the rest of the kingdom follows suit. I found the poor creature collapsed by the wayside near Batal. Recognizing your pawn, I decided to take the ailing thing into my custody. I thought it possible that the Arisen's pawn might hold the key to making sense of all this madness. Alas, try what I might, your pawn will not wake. Mayhap you will succeed where I could not. The pawn is, after all, yours to command. Indeed, then I shall take my turn. In your absence, I had hoped your pawn might yield me some information. But as you have returned, I would hear the truth from your lips. Tell me, Arisen, what became of you this past month? So, following your plunge into the sea on the dragon's back, some mysterious presence reached out to you. Could that have been the World Forged? Yet why would such a being linger in those fathomless depths? I can only speculate, and speculate I shall. This ought to prove a fruitful avenue of investigation. For that, I thank you. Now, if you can find a way to end this interminable slumber, your pawn is, of course, free to rejoin you.
Oh, Master. How long I've slept. Far too long, it seems. But worry not. Now that I am awake, I shall follow wherever you lead.
Never for a moment did I doubt you'd grow stronger someday. Having said that, 'tis quite a relief.
How might I be of assistance? Some of us take the place. This experiment bears repeating.
Where to now?
This might be worth a read.
Let's have a look then.
You would gather materials here, Master? Can we really afford to carry more? Come to think of it, have you always pursued your current vocation in your service to the Arisen? There!
Lightning is ineffective against this foe.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle. You must cleanse yourself of that oil, post-haste. We've little need for a campsite at present.
Let us return once we've grown tired from our labors.
Hurting yet? Pray, slow your feet! You run too fast for the likes of me!
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot. The month I spent with Lord Phasus was a queer experience indeed. I was conscious of nothing. Nothing, that is, save your presence, Master. I cannot explain it. Mayhap 'twas made possible by the bond we share.
Glad as this reunion is, it must have been a shock to find the world so changed upon your waking.
I will finish this, here and now. Here we go again.
Right. To arms!
I am well aware of the particulars.
Who has right to aim for the creature's heart?
Stilling its pulse with no means. It can be done.
Master, watch out!
Spare no effort against this foe, lest we suffer bitter defeat.
I understand. We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Well met.
The mine. It's just another opportunity to improve.
We must rest, though the sun... Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Oh, I don't know about you, but I am full of vim and vigor.
Well met.
You've pushed your luck too far. I'll not take that from you.
Pray calm yourselves, good people. I will have none of this squabbling.
So, Manella, you don't understand. This scoundrel's the one who started it.
No, you don't understand. This is no time for the people of Batal to be quarreling amongst themselves. We shan't weather this calamity unless we can recall our common purpose and unite our efforts towards it. Ah, Sir Arisen. You are returned, I see. With the world in such disarray, I could not stand to be away from my homeland. Thus did I return, to render what aid I may. I maintain order as best I can, but for every fire I extinguish, it seems 3 more are incited behind my back. But enough of my woes. What brings you here? You wish us to evacuate? Mayhap the idea merits some thought. After all, if we sit on our haunches, 'tis likely only a matter of time before we share the fate of Mel. Alas, the people of Batal are far from united in purpose at present. Should we proceed, unheeding of their divisions, I fear that our efforts would come undone ere long. With every soul at their wits' end, conflict is like to spark at the slightest provocation. As such, before we take any measures, I would have you walk amongst the people, Sir Arisen. Behold their plight with your own eyes, and should you encounter any discord, pray do aught you can to resolve the people's quarrels and assuage their fears. Such efforts will doubtless allow the evacuation to proceed all the more smoothly. As for me, my work here is far from done. Let us part ways for now, and reconvene when you have accomplished all you can.
Flared tempers are understandable given the circumstances. Let us aid in mediating the quarrels arising in Backbatal.
Indeed, you are correct.
You saw the sky fall, I trust. I doubt you could have missed it. And wherever the sky falls, a dragon soon appears to lay waste to the land. Or so I had assumed, after what befell Melv. Yet aught here appears to be different. Has our ruin been forestalled, or merely postponed? I must examine that creature. It may well be the key to unraveling the origins of this cataclysm.
The direct path through the gap in those rocks is somehow obstructed.
Many paths are closed to us now on account of the dragon's descent, no doubt. But we must find a way to reach it.
Confound this obstruction! I suppose I ought to have expected this. Answers were ne'er so easily won. Monsters! Summoned by that beast, no doubt. Principles on...
I'll not take that lying down. Let's not be too hasty now.
Think you're being funny?
That's it! That'll teach you. That'll teach you.
Heavens! This. Think you stand a chance? Not on your life.
Easy there. You! Not be trifled with!
Principles on...
Out there, tired of this? Oh, where that came from?
Interested in my wares?
Where's my
It seems this is the only way forward. Up we go. Naught can be achieved without sacrifice.
Mayhap we could bring the people to the seafloor shrine. 'Twould protect them from the Red Cloud's advance, if only for a time.
But will the people do as we suggest? The crux of the problem is how best to convince them. You seem to have been chilled. Are you all right?
Enough, Daniel. Follow me. Alas, a theory unproven is of little practical use. Why do you falter? Come this way.
Saved again. I'll redeem myself yet.
Enough dallying. Follow me. A fine welcome indeed. I can only hope that the worst is now behind us. Principles unproven are as dust on the wind.
return at once, Master.
Some link must persist twixt this mayhem and my research. I shall not concede. Naught can be achieved without sacrifice. Beast-fell powers are twice as terrible in the flesh. Alas, a theory unproven is of little practical use. Only truly impartial observers can decide.
I think not.
Fret not. I'll make the pain go away. Hold just a moment.
There it is. The dragon at the heart of all this destruction.
Never did I imagine such a dragon could exist. 'Tis a glad thing we felled it. The so-called Forbidden Magic Research Lab appears to have been constructed rather recently.
Indeed. And the researchers employed there are as tight-lipped as they come.
'Tis all very secretive. I wonder what the citizenry make of it.